People from the surrounding area started coming by. It was meant for everybody, but it turns out homeless latched onto it in a very quick way. And I pretty much let it be known that, make yourself at home.
To hike the last section of the North Country Trail in Clarion to Allegheny National Forest, starting at Route 36. This is a drive from here to there.
Make yourself at home, and I served coffee for a dime on a silver platter. Kind of like a little bit of that Southern hospitality, because originally I'm from Memphis. And I was just transplanting it into the gritty industrial downtown environment.
Head north on Route 36.
So you're walking down the sidewalk, and hey, there's things to do. I had a big ping pong table.
And he had chess games, chess sets up.
Chess is the closest game to life. Whether I win or lose, it's not the point. I just love it.
But Another Planet just was there. It was just a corner, which had life. Downtown didn't have a lot of life at that time.
Another Planet wasn't meant specifically for the homeless. It was meant for the neighborhood.
There was always something going on, something to do.
Just so happens that neighborhood was mainly the homeless.
With Planet, it was like going home.
I've been warned.
Maybe not at your own home, but at your neighbor's house.
$300 ticket. Sorry.
You know what I'm saying? Anybody can go sit in the Mission. But sitting in the Mission was like going to your pastor's house to a degree. For most people, missions are a place of last resort. In the Mission, you had to conform and stand in line, have proper attire, not be under the influence in any way, and have to deal with people who are basically hostile. Okay, so you've got conditions that you have to mentally prepare yourself for before you can get there. And that can be difficult, especially if a person has any form of mental problems. And the majority of the people in this area, myself included, should have been on some form of medication. And they weren't. At the Planet, there was no actual hostilities. Okay, and you knew that before you went there. So you could go there as you were and be accepted and welcome. Okay.
Hundreds and hundreds of people would be there every night. It was an oasis for homeless people. And for a lot of people. For me it was. I was not homeless, but as it attracted more and more attention, it became problematic. The local businesses were getting more and more upset, and they were putting pressure on this city. And on one hand, Casey received a commendation from the mayor of LA, On the other hand, there were these constant barrage of complaints about, what are these, let's get this thing out of here,
Way up north and hike in another section of the National Forest, but it's too far of a drive. By the time I get there, I'll be turning around, it'll get dark. So I'm only going to do the section that's right adjacent next to...
In May of 1989, I thought I'd go surprise my mother for Mother's Day. She's in Memphis. I didn't have the money to go there, and I thought, well, I'll just hitchhike. Quickest way to hitchhike is juggling, especially with pins, bright orange pins. People, you can be seen. They look like you're a clown who's escaped from the circus, and so they'll pick you up to take you back to the circus. I had to leave Another Planet in the hands of someone. There was this woman who she was somewhat of a missionary, and she'd been helping a lot of the homeless on the street and actually living in her own little cardboard box, and she was a real good help. And so I left it in her hands. But she didn't like all of the things that I had on the top of Another Planet, the mannequins and sculptures, and when I came back, all that stuff was gone. Her whole thing was getting jobs and pretty much taking care of the business issue of people's lives more than the personal, emotional effect of people's lives. And that's what Another Planet was about. It had to do with having a respite away from all of the chaos, the koyaanisqatsi that was going on all around, the whole out of balance, and Another Planet was there to bring balance. She just stripped the visual magnet just the art form and the form and design that I created there was just destroyed. It was like somebody just ripped my soul away from me, you know? It's not like it was all for me. I mean, I fixed it up for everyone to appreciate. And everybody did, except her. But
What did you say to her when you saw that?
I said, you destroyed a good thing. I was invited to house sit an artist studio, her studio and her turtles. She had these big turtles. I got a call like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. I can't remember what time it was. Said that the place was on fire.
Oh, I remember this one.
Los Angeles Times, August 10th, 1989. Another Planet, an abandoned Skid Row gas station that had been converted to a shelter and cultural center for the homeless, was destroyed early Wednesday by a fire that eyewitnesses said was set by a transient who appeared to be mentally deranged.
Whew, man, that just threw me for a loop.
Well, they got fake Canadian geese in their yard to scare the real ones away, I guess. Attract them, I don't know.
I got on my bicycle and pedaled over there.
Fire officials said they were investigating reports that the fire was set on purpose.
Nobody got hurt, but people's possessions were destroyed. So were mine.
At least 78 boxes containing property of homeless people went up in flames. Another Planet's creator, Clyde Casey, sobbed as he surveyed the ruins Wednesday morning. The facility carried no insurance, Casey said. He was not optimistic that he would soon find another site, but promised that another planet will rise from the ashes.
Things happen. Things happen when you believe in something and you believe in it strong enough to where you know that it's necessary. It's necessary to have a 48-hour day a week environment, and for it to have the feeling of what a person would expect on another planet. You would really want it to be, in many ways, representative of the best of what the third planet from the sun offers. People who are, out on the street and living in dumpsters and hiding away from the enemy of the night, to have a place that was like a little oasis, a little island of tranquility.
Here we are,
was
66.
Was cloud nine, and you just don't find that in any city, anywhere. You've got to pay for your seat. You've got to contribute something to be there.
This was north or was it south? I went north on 66.
This particular tune has to do with leaving the world as we know it and going into an invisible world.
Every planet in the universe is orbiting and doing what it does. But unless you make preparations before you get there, you're going to be unwelcome. There's also a hostile side to the universe. You follow? Okay. Well, like they just found water on Mars. For years and years they believed that there was no actual water. And what I'm saying is, if I was planning a trip to Mars, I would have to prepare myself to go there and survive. And if we're not prepared, then we're on a hostile planet. Okay?
All I really want to do is, right now, is to get another planet revolving again. And whenever I do get another planet going again, I want the headquarters to be in Roswell.